Hi, Ginger fans, back again. So I think we're up to number six now, is it? So we've done Pisces, Perennial Live at Vacuum, Teacher Teacher, Pit of Consciousness Live in Kiev, and Homeback. So I Speak Astronomy, official video, loving the band. Without further ado, let's get into it. After three, two, one, go. Okay, so different feel. I can see the date on this is 2016. So, and it also looks like this is a previous drummer. A few guys have said before that Vlad, who is the guy I've seen playing drums on everything of Jinjer so far, was their most recent drummer. So yeah, I mean, top class from everybody so far. You know, really liking it. Oh, sorry about that. Really loving the aggressiveness from the guitar. The guitar sound is really cutting through the mixer. Drumming's insane. Everything super tight as usual. So it's interesting to me. This is 5 years ago. You know, to get it's a bit strange working from a band where, you know, I guess the last song I listened to, Homeback, was it last year, or you know, it was a more recent song of theirs. Normally, whenever I get into a new band, you know, I'm not filming it like a reaction video or whatever. But if I'm just listening to music, and I come across a new band, I might hear a song that gets me into the band, and I'll usually try and go back to the start. Usually, not always for whatever reason, but usually I'll try and go back because I like to experience things more chronologically. So this is interesting, you know, because I've already kind of got a certain expectation with Ginger now, I guess, based on the songs that I've heard. But I mean, be fair, every time I've went in and listened to a Ginger video, I've always been surprised. You know, I know they fall within a metal genre, but obviously they take on board so many different aspects of music and different styles. So it's never going to be a straightforward metal song or this or that, or you know, it's just so many different things. But I can tell from the production on this, it does sound a little bit older. It doesn't sound as deep and filled, and it doesn't feel as massive sounding to me as some of their more recent ones. So it'll be interesting. You can let me know, you know, how many albums in are we here at 2016? You know, how long has Ginger been around for? You know, are they a 10-year-old band at this point, or are they still a modern band? Is this off a first album, a third album? I don't know. And yeah, you're maybe thinking, well, why don't I just go and read that? Remember, the point of this is to be unbiased. So judge every song on its merits as opposed to the information. I know there's some information drips through in the comment section on YouTube, but that's where I'm getting all of my information on Ginger. There you go. So yeah, I can see the singing coming in there, so I wanted to quickly get a bit of a word on the introduction. I'll go back a little bit and run that, and yeah, looking forward to Tatiana here. So let's go back. Liking that second guitar up there on the octave.
A handful of golden dust is what determines me. Magic inside of us. Sound signals amplified. Supernova, my guide.
Okay, so I'm really liking the way that they're taking the riff that we heard at the start, but by using that more detached staccato kind of sound, dun 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 dun, it leaves a lot more room for the vocals to sit on top of it. Whereas we had that really legato sustained, all the notes dun 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 dun. Yeah, so creative in the sense that they're taking something that's already got us, and rather than stopping and going into something else, they're still reusing that, but it's being reworked in a way. So very coherent sort of songwriting, yeah, as usual. Her vocals are really, really sassy, should we say. What I mean, that's not a word that I ever really use to describe anything, but there's something in the attitude of her vocal that, you know, it exudes that confidence, and feels very theatrical. You know, it's a real performance, you know, with the sort of inflections on the phrasing, you know, and the accents, the way she's singing. It's almost like a character, you know, at least that's what strikes me as. So different to what I've heard before, of course. Again, brilliant.
Sound signals amplified. Supernova, my guide. Space falling so delicious. Dark matter is so
That's really cool out there, you know, really heavy, everything on the crash cymbal, you know, high energy, very, very powerful performance from the band, but this sort of whispered, delicate vocal line, you know, very juxtaposed with what we have going on there in the instrumentation. Really enjoyed that section. Starting to copy her moves. Goes with the vocal. And getting the slap and the popping on the bass.
Tell me why are you so suspicious? When you see the clothes in my eyes.
How amazing was the drumming on that? So what do we have? Straightforward Cannibal Corpse, I like to call them, type blast beats, where you get the you know, like a proper, like machine gun fire, everything together, into the black metal. Then the double kick rolls at the end, you know. So over the course of that phrase, you know, how many bars it was, very creative drumming throughout it. You're not just like a particular you could just stay on that blast beat the whole way through, but very creative, everything going on there. I wonder, do you guys know how much say does the drummer have in that? That might seem like a bit of a stupid question, but, you know, not every band writes, the drummer doesn't necessarily write their parts, the bassists write their parts. You know, sometimes that is the case, you know, when you go to write a riff, you know, a guitarist maybe comes up with a riff and says, right, you put a drum beat on that. But I know from my own experience and other musicians, when you're writing that, you know, whoever's sort of spearheading it will also have the rhythms involved. So maybe you guys that are really into the band know, are those drum rhythms in there likely to have come from the drummer? I know he's playing them obviously, but are they his inventions, if you like, over the riff? Or do you know, does Roman or Eugene demo the songs with the recorded drums on it and then send it to the drummer to learn? I find that stuff interesting because typically when I'm writing music, I would normally write the drum parts as well, and then my brother plays the drums in the band and normally would give him the drum parts to learn, and he'll inevitably change little bits as he goes along, but it's all based off what's already there, you know. So really love the compositional aspect of what's going on with the drums there, you know, very creative. Straight up, roll, double kick. Lovely. Vocal harmonies.
Let this binary be blessed.
Okay, so that's new, isn't it? I don't remember hearing the cymbal stabs before. We still got that staccato riff, dun, dun, break, but now we're getting the sort of muted cymbals, chin, chin, you know, which adds extra effect. That stop, stop, go, stop, go. Also sounds like he's grooving on the ride cymbal this time. Maybe he was before and I missed that, I'm not sure.
Let this binary be blessed. Singularities are nest. If there is Lord out there,
lovely bass playing in there.
sitting in his spaceship.
It's just building to something. This
when you see
it's gonna hit hard.
black holes in my eyes. Don't discontinue the
Okay.
expectation.
Oh yes.
Let's talk about live on the horizon of my eyes. Come and join me in my rotation. When you won't be
Oh, that's beautiful.
by nobody's. Our reunion will stand desolation.
There's that juxtaposition again. You know, these just beautiful, sort of dreamlike, melodic lines, and the vocals, with these sort of lovely, sort of warm harmonies adding in. But the music or the instrumentation is so brutal sounding. You know, love the finger work on the bass there. You know, obviously it's clear from the tone on the bass. There's no pick going on. It's that rounded finger sound, you know, just all the different frequencies. Really just love the way the instruments seem to blend together. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Our reunion will stand desolation. The very moment stars
Vocals. Oh man. These are my type of chord progressions here. That's really melancholic, beautiful, very stark. Yeah, that's right up my street. I'm loving all this, of course, as you probably can tell. I love that real sort of laid back, sort of haunting kind of melancholic music, you know. Lovely drumming on that too. I think the time signature sounded like a bar of 7, and then we're back into 4, 2 bars of 4. You get down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then we're back around again. Seem to be going back and forth between that. So now we're going to get the melody over the top of that. Oh yes, I'm going back a little bit for that again. Beautiful breakdown. The effects on the guitar. 7, 8, 1, 6, 7, 1. Oh, lovely. Hi-hat now off the right. I do play a bit of drums. Like, I don't call myself a drummer, but I can play drums a bit. That drumming sounds insanely difficult there. You know, the footwork, you know, the hands at this point are relatively straightforward, you know, with that snare, but see all that footwork going on in between the beats. I think it'd be very, very difficult to play that. That bit there. Is that it? No. I knew it. Like, I was like, these guys have caught me out before with Nick, and you think that was the end of the song. It's like, there had to be something else coming. Brilliant. Great progression, that. They did it again. Right. Okay, so what's the next one, guys? Hit me with the comments below. This journey has to keep going. Yeah, this Jinjer are a wee bit special for me on my channel because I've reacted obviously different things along the way. Some let me think now. Obviously some artists I've heard of before and reacting to some songs of theirs I've never heard. I'd never heard Jinjer until Pisces, and everything I've done has been from your comments. I'm not doing any extracurricular listening at all. So what you're seeing here is literally as if I was in the room with you and you were like, listen to that. Just one song after another. So I'm documenting everything that I've heard, and everything I'm learning is all coming through your comments. So really appreciate that. Hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Another superb song from them. Top band. Okay, so see you all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. Cheers.